Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to look at box number 4 of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Comes from a different case than all the others, so I guess, as I say, the chances are equal that we'll find ourselves a Mana Crypt or an emblem card from the Jurassic Park series. So fingers crossed. We're going to go through our 12 packs. We're going to go ahead and do an analysis on the box and a comparison of this box to the others that we've opened so far. So we've had hit or miss luck with these box toppers. I guess we'll save it for somewhere in the middle. If we're having a really good box, we'll go ahead and crack it open early. We'll crack it open towards the end. If we're having a so-so box, we'll look for a little bit of respite by opening that one up. All right, so this one kicks off with a Runaway Boulder. Then we're going to see ourselves a Didact Echo, followed by a Hotfoot Gnome. Then we've got ourselves Twist and Turns, followed by a Glowcap Lantern. Then we've got a Deep Cavern Bat with the Full Art Swamp. Then we're going to see ourselves the Seething Tower, followed by a Bedrock Tortoise as our first rare. And then behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Treasure Map with a Progenitor's Icon coming in from the Commander subset. And then behind that, we're going to see a Tishana's Tidebinder, very cool artwork and a valuable card, awesome. And then we are going to see ourselves a Spitting Dilophosaurus coming in from the Jurassic Park set. And then we're going to see ourselves an extended art, Growing Rights of Iltimok in the back, very cool. Go ahead and flip that one over. There you go, there's the Cradle of the Sun. And then behind that, we're going to see ourselves a copy and a dinosaur. All right, so fantastic. That was what I would call a pretty good pack number 1. So let's see if pack number 2 can be just as good. We've had a so-so box, a good box, and a great box so far. I'm hoping for an amazing box. All right, so we got ourselves a Panicked Altilosaur, followed by a Deadweight. Then we're going to see ourselves an Idol of the Deep King, followed by a Water Wind Scout. Then we're going to see The Great Mistake, followed by Hurl into History with our Gargantuan Leech. Then we've got ourselves that Full Art Island with Dargo the Shipwrecker coming in as a special guest, uncommon. Very cool. All right, and then we got ourselves a Bringer of the Last Gift as our first rare. And then we're going to see Stalactite Stalker with Broadside Bombardiers, good hit from the Commander subset, with Polani's Hatcher coming in. Very nice. And then we're going to see ourselves the Command Tower with a Hulking Raptor in foil in the back with a Gnome and a Gnome Soldier token. All right, sliding in the pack number 3 here. Already got ourselves a special guest and one really good pack. Second pack was okay. All right, so we're going to see ourselves the Quicksand Whirlpool, followed by the Fanatical Offering. Then we're going to see the Marauding Brinefang with a Fungal Fortitude. Then we've got a Dreadmaw's Ire with a Sinuous Bethosaur, followed by a Mischievous Pup and a Mountain. Then we're going to see, I already gave away the reveal, we got ourselves a Lava Tongue, and then we're going to see a foil Ogier Tak Deepest Foundation coming in from the main set. If I'm not mistaken, this is still the best card that you can pull from the main set in standard frame, and we just pulled it in foil. Awesome. And then we are going to see ourselves a Sentinel of the Nameless City, followed by a Curious Altilosaur from Commander with Anim Pakal, Thousand Moon coming in Showcase, followed by the Jurassic Forest. And then we're going to see ourselves an Echoing Deeps coming in, followed by a map and a vampire. All right, so pack 1, pack 3, pretty good. What will pack number 4 have for us? All right, so we got the Rampaging Spiketail, followed by a Pathfinding Axejaw. Then we're going to see a Brazen Blade Master, followed by a Miner's Guidewing, and then we're going to see a Careening Minecart with an Enterprising Scallywag, Waterlogged Hulk. Then we're going to see that Forest with Malmet Exemplar coming in Showcase Foil, followed by a Hulking Raptor. And then we've got ourselves a Brass Tunnel Grinder coming in extended art with an Admiral Brass Unsinkable coming in mythic from the Commander. All right. Then we've got Kellen Daring Traveler coming in with a mountain. And in the back, we are going to see ourselves a foil Mana Crypt, non-neon, but this is, ladies and gentlemen, a huge hit for the box. Awesome to see that special guest coming in. So let me just take a moment. We got a treasure in the back. I'm just going to go ahead and put it right there. I'm not going to sleeve it yet, but awesome. What a pack that was. Fantastic. All right, let's keep moving along and see if we can't do any better somehow. So happy we got ourselves a Mana Crypt. All right, so we got ourselves some buried treasure. That's what that was. Then we got an Over the Edge, followed by a Goblin Tomb Raider. Then we're going to see the Hidden Courtyard. Then we got the Capricati Sunborn, followed by a Zoetic Glyph. Then we're going to see a Bloodthorn Flail, followed by a Swamp. And then we're going to see the Rampaging Ceratops, followed by, wow, a Cavern of Souls coming in foil from the main set. So we just hit the number 1 and the number 2 standard frame cards in the set. Plus we got a Mana Crypt. And then behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Kitesail Larcenist with an Illustrious Wanderglyph coming in from the Commander subset. Oh my, I don't know, I'm speechless. We've got an O'Hare Tack Deepest Foundation coming in the Showcase treatment, non-foil. And then we got ourselves a Cresting Monstrosaurus from Jurassic Park with a Hit the Mother load, which I think so far describes this box. That is amazing. Then we got a Treasure and a Golem. We are only 5 packs in, and that more than pays for this entire box, and maybe one more. Wow. All right, well, let's just keep going. Guess we can save that box topper for the end because this is an awesome box. All right, hopefully it doesn't go downhill. So we got a Disruptor Wanderglyph, followed by an Iron Paw Aspirant. Then we're going to see the Disturbed Slumber with a Poison Dart Frog. Then we've got ourselves the Firstborn of Gashaw with a Cody Scavenger. Then we're going to see Shiheli's Lattice with the Plains. And then we're going to kick things off with a Belligerent Yearling coming in. And then we've got a Stalactite Stalker with a Sunken Citadel. I thought that was going to be another Cavern of Souls. And then we got ourselves a Singer of Swift Rivers coming in from Commander with an Echoing Deeps. And then we're going to see ourselves a Jurassic Swamp with Anim Bakal Thousand Moon in foil showcase with a map and an angel. All right, so that pack was a bad pack, but that's okay, because all the packs previous to that were home runs, in my opinion. Sliding into pack number 7 here. We will get to the box topper, I promise. I'm just going to save it for the end because it's probably got an uncommon in it. All right, so we got ourselves a Song of Superstition with a Family Union. Then we've got Malmot Scythe, followed by a Clayfire Bricks, Rain Lurker Bat with a Calamitous Cave-In. Then we're going to see the Forest, followed by Captain Storm. Then we're going to see the Restless Prairie as our main set rare, followed by a Braided Net. Then we're going to see an Eye of O'Hare Tack Mythic coming in from Commander, followed by a Restless Ridgeline. And then we're going to see ourselves a Life Finds a Way coming in from Jurassic Park with a Jade Light Spelunker and a Dinosaur Egg and a Dinosaur. All right, so another so-so pack. If I'd bought that one singly at a card shop, I'd probably be a little bit disappointed, but I don't think I would have been disappointed with any of the previous packs. All right, so we got a Haughty's Final Strike with an Unlucky Drop. Then we're going to see an Attentive Sunscribe with an Otalon Landmark. Then we're going to see ourselves the Defossilize with a Geological Appraiser with a Synapse Necromage and the Plains. And then right behind that, we're going to see the Borderless Thrashing Brontodon with a Poetic Ingenuity coming in as our main set rare. Then we're going to see ourselves Abuelo's Awakening, followed by a Tributary Instructor from Commander with a Sovereign Onaki Ahar coming in as a Mythic Showcase. Then we're going to see ourselves a Jurassic Plains, followed by a Restless Reef in Borderless in the back with a Treasure and a Fungus. All right, we got 4 more packs to go. I don't know what else there is to hit, We've got the Cavern of Souls. We got the Deepest Foundation. We've got ourselves a Mana Crypt. We've got one special guest. I guess we could go for a rare special guest. That'd be cool. So we got ourselves a Frilled Cave Worm, followed by a Rumbling Rock Slide. Then we're going to see a Petrify, followed by Burning Sun Cavalry. Then we're going to see Ixali's Lore Keeper, followed by a Dauntless Dismantler with a Canonized in Blood. Then we get the Mountain, followed by the Great Mistaken Showcase with a Trumpeting Carnosaur coming in from the main set as our rare. We have another special guest. We got a Deep Fathom Echo, followed by a March of the Canonized from Commander, followed by O'Hare Pacapatique Deepest Epic coming in. So we now have 2 of these. Awesome. And then we're going to see ourselves just a Jurassic Swamp. And in the back, we are going to see a Polyraptor. This is an amazing hit from the special guest. So that is 3 special guests for this box. 2 mythics and an uncommon. Then we get a treasure and a golem in the back. And the Polyraptor is a really good hit from the special guest subset. Outside of Mana Crypt, I think it's the most valuable. So we just hit the number 1 and the number 2. Not sure where Dargo is on the special guest list. Of course, I put it in the overlay. I'm sure all of the special guests are actually okay. So we got an Natali's Favor, followed by a Deathcap Marionette. Then we get a Malmont Veteran, followed by a Hidden Necropolis. Then we're going to see ourselves a Vanguard of the Rose with a Malicious Eclipse. Then we get the Dusk Rose Reliquary with an Island, followed by a Rampaging Ceratops. Then we're going to see the Brass Tunnel Grinder again, this time from the main set instead of extended art. Then we get Kutzel's Flanker coming in, extended art, followed by Bronzebeak Forgers. Then we're going to see Malcolm, I think it's a Ledge Scoundrel, coming in from in Showcase, with an Ian Malcolm Chaotician. Too bad that wasn't an emblem. That would have just made this box. And then we're going to see a Magmatic Galleon with a Gnome and a Dinosaur. Not that this box hasn't already been made because of, I would say, those 2 and those 2 cards. And let's not forget the Cavern of Souls. Amazing. I've never seen 4 special guests in a box. Maybe this is the box. We got ourselves a Ray of Ruin with an Acolyte of Alcatraz, followed by a Brackish Blunder. Then we're going to see ourselves a Tinker's Tote with a Visage of Dread, followed by a Scampering Surveyor. Then we're going to see the Staunch Crewmate, followed by the Forest. Then we're going to see the Malmet Exemplar, with Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel coming in as our foil main set rare. Then we're going to see ourselves a 3-fold Thunderhulk coming in extended art, with an Altar of the Wretched coming in from Commander. And then we're going to see ourselves a Molten Collapse in our borderless non-foil, followed by an Island from Jurassic Park. And in the back, we're going to see Sovereign Onaki coming in as a Mythic Showcase in foil. Then we get a map and a Skeleton Pirate. All right, final pack. Then we'll do our box topper, and we'll jump into the MTG box analysis and compare this to the other boxes that certainly don't have this much value. I can guarantee that for sure, but I'll update all the prices and kind of give you a running total of where we are. I still have 2 more boxes of this on the shelf, so coming from different cases. So we could see that Mana Crypt again. All right, so we got ourselves the Hunter's Blowgun, followed by the River Herald Scout, Ancestor's Aid. Then we're going to see ourselves a Seismic Monstrosaur with a Thrashing Brontodon. Then we've got our Chupacabra Echo with a Triumphant Chomp. Then we get the Plains. Then we're going to see a Belligerent Yearling, followed by a Bonehorde Dracosaur, another really good hit from the main set. All right. Value for days in this box. Then we got ourselves the Bedrock Tortoise, followed by a Promise of Alcatraz. And then we're going to see Gashoth Sun's Avatar, another really good hit, this time from the Jurassic Park subset. And behind that, we are going to see Henry Wu, InGen Geneticist, the least desirable card from the Jurassic Park set, other than maybe the lands. And in the back, we're going to see a Tarian's Soul Cleaver coming in foil with a vampire and a bat. All right, let's see if this is a common, or excuse me, an uncommon, or a rare, or a mythic. I have a feeling it's going to be an uncommon just because of all the other value, but I have no proof to say that these are correlated to the box contents. We are going to see an arcane signet, just an uncommon, good uncommon, very playable, as our box topper. All right, so give me just a moment. I'll get all this sorted, organized, sleeved up, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box. We saw 108 of the 291 standard frame cards in foil from the main set. We also picked up 5 showcase cards in non-foil and 8 in foil. We saw 7 non-foil and 8 foil borderless, as well as 12 non-foil extended art and 5 in foil. From the Commander subset, we saw a total of 13 cards, including our box topper, and we also picked up 1 Jurassic World card for each pack, giving us a total of 12. And today's box contained 3 foil special guests. Moving into coverage of the main set, in the non-foil space, we saw 24 unique cards from the 101 cards that we are eligible to see, giving us 24% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 119 unique cards out of a possible 393, giving us 30% coverage. Before getting into the value of today's collector booster box, let's take a look at the current value of the main set. This chart displays all 392 cards from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan set using non-foil market prices as of December 9th, 2023. Currently, the set features 16 cards valued over $10, with 3 of the cards being valued over $20, with the Cavern of Souls holding the top spot at $30.48 for the borderless version. The set also contains 7 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 51 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 318 cards are currently valued less than $1. A full set of all 392 cards, not including neon ink, has a current market value of $485.95. Now let's recap the actual observed value that we saw in today's box for the main set. This box was amazing. We ended up seeing 5 cards valued over $10, including a borderless Tishana's Tidebinder, an O'Hare Tack Deepest Foundation and Showcase, a foil Bonehorde Dracosaurus, a foil O'Hare Tack Deepest Foundation from the main set, and a main set Cavern of Souls in foil. We also picked up 2 cards in the $5 to $10 range and 14 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 132 cards from the main set that we saw are currently valued under $1. Now let's review the value of the Commander subset. Currently, there is 1 extended art card valued over $10, which is the Charismatic Conqueror, which has fallen down to $13.37 in non-foil extended art this week. Excluding box toppers, the subset also contains 1 card valued between $5 and $10, and 17 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 33 cards are currently valued under $1. In today's box, we did not see the Charismatic Conqueror, but we did see an illustrious Wanderglyph in foil valued at $6.43, the Broadside Bombardiers valued at $9.66 in non-foil, and the Arcane Signet as our box topper at $7.63. We also picked up 3 Commander cards valued between $1 and $5, but the other 7 cards that we saw are currently all valued under $1. The Jurassic World collection currently features 23 cards valued over $10, with 19 of these being the emblem cards. These have a current range of $118 up to $488. In addition to these lottery cards, there are 4 cards still valued over $10, with the most valuable being the Hunting Velociraptor at $34.67 in non-foil. The subset also features 8 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 12 cards valued over $1. Currently, only 2 of the cards in the subset are valued less than $1. In today's box, we saw 1 card valued over $10, which was the Ian Malcolm Chaotician, valued at $10.49 in foil. We also picked up 1 card in the $5 to $10 range, and 7 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 3 cards that we saw from the subset are currently valued less than $1. Excluding neon ink chase cards for a moment, the special guest subset currently features 7 cards valued over $10, and 5 of them are valued over $15, with the Mana Crypt demanding $171.15 for the non-foil, non-neon ink version. And speaking of those neon ink cards, here's a look at the current market value of those cards. Now, the subset also features 2 cards in the $5 to $10 range and 9 cards valued over $1. In today's box, we saw 3 special guests. We saw the Dargo the Shipwrecker, an uncommon valued at $2.49 in foil, the Polyraptor valued at $24.02, and the Mana Crypt valued at $180.73 in foil. So how did this box perform? Well, the market price for this box as of December 9th is down about $5 to $224.13. Now, the Lost Caverns of Ixalan collector booster boxes contain 12 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing you to see 180 cards plus a box topper. The 153 cards and 10 tokens that we saw from the main set have a current market value of $183.02 combined. The 13 cards from the Commander subset have a market value of $32.80. The 12 Jurassic World cards and 2 tokens that we saw are valued at $37.53, and our 3 special guests are valued at $207.24 combined. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $460.59 in card market value, which is a gain of $236.46 over the market price for the box. It means that this box returned 195% of the market price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 24 cards valued over $2 in the box, and they have a current combined value of $395.09, which means that those 24 cards represent 86% of the total box value and return 76% more than the market price for the box. Now, before we close out the video, let's quickly compare the 4 collector booster boxes that we've opened so far on the channel. Here's a recap of what we've observed across the 4 boxes. For the most part, the boxes have been very consistent. However, there are variances in the number of cards across the main set and the subsets. Now, from a value perspective, here's how the 4 boxes look using the market prices of December 9th, 2023. Today's box did hold the least amount of value for the non-foils from the main set. However, it was number 1 for the foils. Today's box came in second place for both non-foil and foil in the Commander subset. And for the Jurassic World subset, today's box held the least value for both the non-foils and the foils. However, in the special guest category, it's hard to beat today's box with 3 special guests, including that Mana Crypt. And here's a look at the total market value for the 4 boxes. When compared to today's market price of $224.13, all 4 of these boxes have come out ahead, with today's box clearly being the best thus far. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as I'll be cracking open even more Lost Caverns of Ixalan over the coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, do something amazing. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.